I need to focus on Erica too now. And those nudges will not go away. And the reality is that you only have one life. Hi guys, welcome back. I just wanted to share some important updates, something that I decided to do the last few days. I decided to do a weight loss transformation and document my journey through it. And part of the reason is because I've decided that I wanted to do my last competition, which has been a goal of mine, to do a final figure competition since 2019. So I just been pushing it off. Life's been happening, family's been happening. The journey with my daughter's mental health recovery has been taking a lot out of me since 2020. And I think you guys could relate if you guys have dreams and goals to pursue. We're not getting any older, and I think we sometimes feel like those goals are kind of like still like coming up and nudging at us like, hey, don't forget about me. Well, I'm not gonna forget, because my life does not revolve around my daughter's recovery from mental health issues. It certainly is a part of it, and I am definitely going to continue supporting her, encouraging her, being there for her. But I need to focus on Erica too now. And let me explain to you what I mean by that. I am actually on my way to the gym right now, so I decided to just make this video real quickly before I go in, because I wanted to record some stuff in the gym, some exercises. I didn't hit glutes and hamstrings over the weekend, just got caught up with stuff, and I decided today's Monday and I am going to focus on just tearing up my glutes and my hamstrings. That's it. So getting back to the goals and dreams, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to continue nudging at you, and you're going to be trying to avoid it, trying to lie to yourself, saying, oh, that could wait, and get caught up in life and mom duties and dad duties. But I'm going to tell you right now, those nudges will not go away. And the reality is that you only have one life. We only have one life, guys, and we're not getting any older. I'm going to be 51 in 2 months. And let me tell you something. One of my goals was to do a figure competition right before I hit 50 or when I'm 50. And that just sounded so beautiful. And I'm like, man, my last show. I even bought the bikini in 2019. I bought the jewelry. I bought the heels. And guess what? Nothing happened. COVID happened in 2020. My daughter's situation happened in 2020, and there was like an up and down journey with that, recovery with that. It was like, she was doing good, and then she was going downhill, and then I made a lot of bad choices during that time between 2020, I want to say even till 2025. And that kind of threw me back and set me back on my goals, and I started just kind of putting all my attention, all my focus, all my energy on my daughter's recovery. And while I was doing that, I was just draining. Like, I felt like I was forgetting about Erica, like, wait, what about Erica's goals? What about Erica's passions? I am super passionate about fitness. I love fitness, and I've always wanted to be a fitness model. I've never got a chance to, but I was on stage as a fitness model. My first show was a fitness model on stage, and I've done bikini shows. I've done one bikini show. I didn't like it. So I've done figure shows, and now I want to go back to doing my final show, doing a figure competition. And I want to document that journey and put it on my YouTube channel. I've done transformations before, but I've never done it this big and posted it and documented and put it on like a big platform like YouTube. I've never done that before. I did blog, I did websites, I've done before and after pictures, videos here and there on, you know, on my X account, my Instagram account, but I've never really done anything big like this on YouTube. And so this is something that's kind of like I'm able to be more creative, I guess. My creativity side is kind of like, this is good, Erica, go for it. And although my husband was my greatest cheerleader, he was my huge supporter, I am doing this alone. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna document it. Like I said, I'm gonna do some measurements. I'm gonna take some before pictures, and I am going to shoot for November. And let me tell you why I'm gonna shoot for November. Is because I am in my 50s, and your body is different than when you're in your 30s or even your 40s. Losing weight is not the same, guys. Chronologically, it's just kind of like you got to do certain things. And from my experience, of course, I mean, I don't speak for everybody, but from my experience, in my 30s when I did competitions, I remember I did it in 13 weeks. I did it in I think it was 14 weeks and then 16 weeks when my husband was alive. So that's all it took. And for November, it's right now I'm committing to November and holding myself accountable. That's why I'm posting this and documenting my journey, because I want to hold myself accountable. So November would be 20 plus weeks away. I want to give myself enough time. I want to give my body enough time to, you know, catch up and to work with me, you know. And I will be documenting that. And so I will still be posting my daughter's recovery through mental health, but it will probably be a monthly thing. I will be posting monthly updates on her recovery and her healing process, and not so much on a daily basis, on a every 2-3 day basis. And I will just crunch it up for once a month kind of updates on how she's doing and where she is in her healing process, because it's a continuous healing journey for her. It's a long journey, guys, to full recovery, and she's made huge progress within a year, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm going to continue to be there for her. But right now, Erica needs to focus on Erica's dreams too, because I'm not getting any younger, guys, and neither are you guys either. So if there's like something nudging at you, some type of goal that you've been wanting to do, or put yourself out there and take that risk and possibilities, do it, because that's where growth happens, guys. It doesn't happen in our comfort zone, staying comfortable and not taking risks. You got to take risks. That's how you achieve things. That's how you grow, and that's how you evolve, you know. So that's the only thing I could say about that. And another thing I want to say is I want to mention about accountability. Now, I've been at this accountability for myself as a mom, and I've been saying, Erica, you got to hold yourself accountable. And let me explain why. What happened to my daughter, I co-created that, guys. I know some of you guys are like, what do you mean you created that? You know, like, are you blaming yourself? Yeah, sort of. I take part responsibility for what happened to my daughter. Yeah, absolutely. I was the mom. I'm the one that allowed certain things to happen in my household and let certain things get away and get swiped under the rug. Or I was the softie. I was the one that kind of was walked all over, or maybe I was just too nice and too giving and too kind, and I lost myself. But keep in mind also that I had a vulnerable spot, you know, like I was very vulnerable on those times, and there was a lot of growing for me to go through, and a lot of I had to kind of understand some things, why I did what I did, and it was hard for me. And so in order for me to begin my healing, I had to take some accountability for what happened to my daughter. Not all of it. I'm not saying that I'm fully responsible for what happened to her and why she was in the hospital and a few times, and why, you know, cannabis was so common and familiar in my household, and why it was such an abusive substance in my household, and why I allowed it. It was just so much to that story that I'm just not ready to share the whole story right now with you guys. I hold myself accountable for where my daughter is today, and that was part of the reason why I was just stepping it up and just saying, okay, I'm gonna support her. I'm gonna do things different now. I'm gonna be there for her. And I took a lot under my belt, guys. It was weighing me down, and I was just like, okay, Erica, your daughter's recovering. She's getting better. You need to kind of let go a little bit and stop trying to control everything and trying to control every outcome and control and micromanage things, and just let go a little bit, Erica, and kind of focus on yourself, you know, and your goals and your, you know, passions, you know, that makes you, you know, feel alive, you know. And mental health is part of my passion because I love to study the brain and how it works and what happens during trauma to the brain, and how flexibility our brain is, and I love neuroplasticity and what it does to the brain. But it's time for me to shift my my channel a little bit. So I will be posting a lot of my progress in the gym. I will be posting videos. I will be posting a lot of pictures, the progress, and, you know, the journey through this 20+ weeks. And I will be documenting a lot of stuff as far as my nutrition, as far as my weight, as far as my measurements, where I stand with my goal on stage, because I think I gotta go down to like 130 pounds to be on stage. And I don't have a coach or a professional that's gonna be like kind of showing me along the way. I'm gonna teach myself, guys. I've self-taught myself during my other competitions, so I'm just gonna do it for this one too. I don't have the flexibility, I don't have the finances, you know, or the time to kind of sit here and try to, you know, find a coach, or, you know, I'm just gonna do it myself right now, guys. Maybe that'll change later, I don't know, you know. Maybe I'll, you know, link up with my old friend Armando, and he's really an expert in bodybuilding, and he knows a lot of stuff, a lot more stuff than I do. He's got an amazing physique, and he's 50, I think he's 52, I think, or 53. He's like, I think 2-3 years older than me, and he's got an amazing physique, guys. And I might just hit him up sometimes and just go train with him and kind of put my insecurities aside about my teeth, because I mentioned it to him. The gym he goes to, I know a lot of people there. It's gonna suck a little bit. It's gonna be really uncomfortable, guys. But I'm just gonna, you know, go with it, you know, just go do it. I will see you guys on my next video. Take care. Don't forget, pursue them goals, because you only have one life, guys. That's it.